dreams. Visions, goals. How many of you start the year feeling excited? You have so much within you that you want to birth. It's the start of the year and you're all excited. You have your New Year resolution. You have your goals. You have projects. You have things that you want to birth. But you don't fully see where you're heading. Somewhere along the line, first month, second, and third. The next thing you move forward, you get stuck. You start to ask yourself, why am I here? I thought it was going to be easy. I thought I was going to birth my dream. I thought I was going to have this big facility. I thought I was going to birth this big project. But why am I stuck? Why does it seem difficult? The next thing, you allow it to affect your emotions and you give up. Sometimes you don't give up. The people around you don't just believe in you. But what if we don't have to give up our dreams? What if we don't have to give up that which is going to bring us that fulfillment? What if we birth that dream that is going to change the world? But for some, the only problem they have is the fact that they probably don't have enough resources or they haven't had the support that they need to go through with that. I'm here today to talk to you about a tool that you can use to bring your dreams to reality. Let me share my story with you. About 7 years ago, I was hit by a major life crisis. It affected my financial life, my health, my emotions, and my family life. Everything I had worked for, everything I had crashed before me. Wow, where am I going to start from? How did I get here? I was confused. Everything was gone. But I had two important things that gave me hope and made me feel grateful. My two daughters, Ariella, who was 4, and Liz, who was only 4 months old. I looked at them each day, and all I wondered was, how am I going to take care of them? How am I going to feed them? How am I going to pay their fees? Why are they here? Why do I have to go through this? Why do they have to share this burden with me? Then one day, I made up my mind. I made a decision. And I said to myself, I'm going to dream. I'm going to live. I'm going to do it again. I did it before and I will do it again. But this time, I will be intentional. This time, I will dream. This time, I'm going to use my power to help so many out there. I don't care how I'm going to start. Of course, you know, I was dreaming, but my current reality at the time did not measure up. But nothing was going to stop me. I joined an all-female group for broken women. And on this December, we were told to create a tool that would help us attract the things that we wanted. That was all I needed to hear, the outcome, to attract everything that I wanted in life. Just like that, no money involved because I was broke at the time. It was a good idea and I jumped at it. What is this tool? I went on the internet and I checked the tool. The tool is the visualization tool called the vision board. The vision board is a surface of any kind that's got the pictures or images of your dreams, your aspirations, your intentions, what you would like to be, do, or have. I looked at it and it was interesting to me. And I said, how does this even work? How do you put images, pictures on the surface and you attract these? My curiosity drove me to the point where I started to study on the vision board. I put out the pictures of the things that I wanted at the time. May I share that with you? A decent place for my children to live. Because at the time, I was in a room as small as a matchbox, hiding my shame. I looked at this board and I said, I'm going to put everything that I would like to attract. There was the room, and I put a particular organization's logo that I wanted to approach without a CV. But they said that tool was going to help me attract everything I was looking for. Then I put the logo. I also put an image of a car, at least a decent car, to drive to my meetings so that they can at least listen to me, or a car that would move from a spot to another without even breaking down. I had just few pictures on my vision board, and I put a picture of a happy family, I and my children celebrating everything that we were going to attract. Then I put a picture of myself, how I was going to look when I'm celebrating my attraction, everything that I desired at the time. But I was still broke and broken. Few months down the line, I started to take steps. I would look at my vision board and I would speak to it, because it said, speak positive words of affirmation to what you want to have in life. Think around the things that you would like to attract. And that was all I did. Before then, I was living in the UK, 2 years prior to the crisis. And I got exposed to a movie, documentary, by Rhonda Byrne called The Secret, The Law of Attraction. In my pain, I remembered the secret. And the secret only exposed the thought pattern of human beings. And it said, whatever you think about for a period of time, you begin to attract. Whatever you think and you feel. In my situation, that was not what I wanted to attract. Meaning, if I keep thinking about the things that I do not have, if I keep looking at the things that are difficult and I feel bad, does that mean I'm going to attract all of that? I said no. And then I put my vision board before me and I started to look at it. Now, what's the science behind the vision board? The vision board is a visualization method. What is visualization? It is the formation of a mental image of your goals or that which you would like to achieve. How does it even work that you attract it? Your brain has a system called the RAS, which is the reticular activating system. Your RAS is your filtering system. It is responsible for filtering your daily thoughts and categorizing them and then breaking them down into random bits of information. So the thoughts that you think daily, your brain system, the RAS, files them up and brings it as important. And the vision board says, whatever you look at, whenever you look at it, you attract it. How does that even work? If the law of attraction says to us that the thoughts that you think, and you think for a long time, and you feel, you attract. Whenever you imagine the pictures on your vision board, whenever you think about your goals, whenever you imagine how you feel when you're living it, when you have it, when you're driving the car, when you're excited, that means your brain system is filing it and making it your dominant thought. And if this happens every day through visualization, you're definitely going to draw, magnetize, or attract the things that you want on your vision board. But it starts with you acting. How many of you in this room have dreams that you want to birth? How many of you are faced with challenges? There's so much going on around you. You do not like your current reality. Everything looks wrong. Even the people you believe in tell you you can't make it. You get to a point and they say give up. You get to a point and they say leave it, abandon it and move to something else. How many of you gave up at some point because all of this came together? How many of you are looking at yourselves and you're saying, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I would not be able to do it. My current reality does not fit in. How am I going to do that? Everything is difficult. I give up. How many of you are about to give up simply because life has hit you so hard? I am here to tell you today that the vision board tool is a tool that you can use to bring your dreams to reality. It doesn't matter. What would you like to be? What would you like to have? What would you like to do? May I tell you that I envisioned myself on my vision board speaking on the TEDx platform just last year. There are so many women who have used this tool to change the course of their lives. Take, for example, Angela. Angela is school owner. Few years ago, she wanted to dream. She was tired of her current situation. Everything she tried before then didn't work. She attempted to go into school in the UK, but she gave up. But Angela came for my vision board workshop. And what happened to Angela? She only had to dream. She only had to use her imagination. She had a dream to write a book at 50. She was only 45 years old. Same year, Angela was able to write her book, Finding Me. What about Queen Hadassah? Queen Hadassah, a mother of three, who wanted to dream, who wanted to go out and win the crown, to be the best. She put a picture before her. Queen Hadassah went on the global platform and she brought the crown home. What about Zipporah? Zipporah, a mother of three boys. Zipporah was able to birth her dream of her dreams. What about Don Eugene? Don Eugene was able to launch a platform for over 500 entrepreneurs to take them from a point where they are able to birth their dreams in the area of their skill. What is holding you back? Who is telling you you cannot do it? Now you can start to dream. You can imagine and begin to dream. How do you create your vision board? You need an intention. What do you want? Some of us know what we do not want, but we don't know what we want. What do you want? What would you like to have? Don't think about your current situation. Do not think about your current circumstances. Put out a picture of the life that you want, the one that speaks to your heart, the one that says, yes, this is the life. This will bring me fulfillment. This will give me all that I want. And put it before you. Put it before you and begin to take steps. Action. Don't let anything hold you back. Let your vision drive you. Let your dreams drive you. Let all that you see consume you. When you knock anything down, look forward. When you say you can't, look at them and move forward. Let your dreams drive you, because it's going to help you birth your dream and you will bring it out in reality. Today, I want you to look at yourself and tell yourself you can do it. You can do it. You can birth your dreams, and you can use one of the most powerful visualization methods, the vision board. Thank you.